Good day, everybody. Today we're going to do lesson plan number 7, grade 6, term 2. The topic is faces, vertices, and edges. It also linked to worksheet 34 in your DBE book. So I'm quickly going to show you that. And then when we come back, this is your link to the caps. Then we're going to look at the resources and the dictionary. I want you to pause here and then see which resources you will be needing in this lesson, and then I want you to go to the dictionary. Remember, again, the dictionary is for you as a parent or teacher to help you to support your child again in understanding certain concepts. Okay, let's then go to the mental mathematics. I want you to pause here and ask these 20 questions to your child or your learners, and then they need to answer it orally or they need to write down the answers. It's time to pause. Welcome back. So what we're going to do today is we're going to look at faces, vertices, and edges. But before I'm going to do this, I quickly want to show you a very interesting website where we're going to look at these different 3D objects. So I'm going to click on a cube. So now you will see that this cube is spinning. And I'm doing this with my hand, or I can click on spin and I can then drag it. So sorry, the first one, it spins on its own. And when you click on it, you can drag it. What you can also do is you can explode it. So I can see clearly there are 6 faces. I'm going to put it together again. And what we want to do is by using the beams, we can then see there are 12 edges. So I can count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 8. And then there at the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can take this and I can say, for instance, it's glass. So I can then see the edges as I turn the cube. Then the vertices, the corner points. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or I can change it into beams again. And we can easily see that. So at each vertex, 3 edges meet. So we can also see that clearly on this. So what I'm quickly going to do is I then going to go to another example, for instance, the square pyramid. Again, you will see it's spinning. So I can click on there so I can drag it. So what I also can do is I can explode it. So I can see then we have 5 faces. The one face is a square and we got 4 triangles. We can put it in different shades. We can put it together and we can also look at the beams. So the beams then will help us to count the edges. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4 going up. So we got 8 edges, and then vertices, the corner points, we then have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can put it again in color so I can see it, or I can make it glass so I can see the vertices or a vertex and also the edges. So quickly going to go to the lesson. I want you to go to this website and then you will find these type of activities and you can do it with your child. This is a similar activity, but it's only when you have these resources. I will recommend at the time that you go to that website. So it's time now to go to your workbooks or your SA Teacher worksheets. So what we're going to do is we're first going to name our prisms and pyramids. So here what we have is we have a triangular prism, we got a rectangular prism, we got a cube, we got a pentagonal prism. Make sure it's a pentagonal prism. How do I check that? The base is a pentagonal and the top is also a pentagon. The hexagonal prism, hexagon at the bottom, hexagon at the top. Octagonal prism, octagon at the bottom, octagon at the top. That's the same when we look at our pyramids. Now, a triangular pyramid where all the faces are exactly the same, we call it a tetrahedron. So here we got a square pyramid because the base is a square, a pentagonal pyramid because of the base is a pentagonal, hexagonal pyramid because the base is a hexagon, and an octagonal pyramid because the base is an octagon. So then, as per dictionary, these are the nets of these 3D objects. So if we open it up, these will be the nets, the patterns of these. So what I want you to do is I want you to make a pentagonal prism using a net. So you need to make a drawing first. Please, parents and teachers, if you don't have nets, please support your children in drawing these or go and search them on the internet. You're going to make a square pyramid using a net, and then you're going to explain how are these similar and different. You can pause here and then you can do some of these activities. Remember, the focus of this worksheet is practical work. So let's then go to the last part. We're going to look at the problem solving. You're going to do the problem solving. Then what you're going to do is you're going to do those learners that's struggling. We're going to do the remediation by looking at these different 3D objects, read through it, pause here, or go back to that website and let the child explore the different types of 3D objects. Then lastly, on the consolidation, you're going to tick yes. If you got all yeses, we're going to carry on with the next lesson. If you got no's, you need to revisit or revise, or you need to contact SA teacher.